Hello and welcome to a new episode of Immigration and its Effect on People. My guest today is from South America, specifically from Ecuador. She speaks Spanish, German, and English. It's my pleasure to meet her today because she has a nice story to tell and a very interesting one. Please help me welcome Maria Garcia. Hi, Maria Garcia. How are you today?
Hi, my dear Amal. I'm doing very good, thank you.
Oh, it's good to hear. So I'm glad that we can meet together, and this time not to chat as friends, but maybe today to share some thoughts about immigration. So when you hear the word immigration, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Change.
Change, and how does it make you feel?
In some ways, it makes me feel happy because I like changes in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But in other ways, makes me feel sad because it means I have to leave behind many things too,
Mm. Many things
like family,
mm-hmm.
like friends. Most important thing for me, is people,
Loved ones.
the loved ones. Yes.
I see. So, what brought you to this country, Maria?
Um, I fall in love and I
Mm,
got married.
nice. Yeah, and you came to the country to get married here, right?
No, my fiance went down to Ecuador. We got married there, and
Uh-huh.
then we came together here.
It sounds like he's from the same culture.
Yes, he's from Ecuador as well.
So, you told me that you've been here for 17 years.
It's correct.
What was the impact of immigration on you? Um, if you can give us an idea, how did it affect you in the beginning, 17 years ago, and how it is affecting you now, as of now?
At the beginning, it was difficult, I would say,
Mm-hmm.
after the honeymoon
Yeah.
of getting married, and when the real life impacted me and realized that uh, not my family my family was not close to me, or my friends or culture, and all the most important things for me were far, and I had moments and I really wanted them to be close. It was not possible.
Mm.
So I had several situations where I have to face reality, and it was difficult, speaking about working specific especially. But I also found many people from my culture and people from this culture that were always willing to help me to go through all my difficulties.
Wow, nice. So you mean when the separation hit you physically and you found out that you're far away from your loved ones, even though you're with a loved one, all your all what you left behind, it was missing.
Yes.
Your past, your family, your activities, your network. Um, you said that people helped you in here and you had a nice support. It's great to know that people help each other in this
Yes.
country, and people
Yes.
they don't know that. They think, oh, you go to America, you have to do it yourself. No.
It's not true.
Yeah. So can you tell us a little bit now how immigration affects you now?
So basically, what I start learning in the past, that is now the consequence of the effects that I have right now. It's I learned that if I am in a new culture, in a new country, I need to learn this culture.
Mm.
I need to learn this language. I need to learn how the people that surround me think, or what are their values, what are the principles, and if they really match with mine, that is the way that I'm gonna go through.
Mm.
And learning English, of course, going to institutions for learning English, also feel all the support from the community toward me, and then reciprocate.
Oh, nice. To give back to the
Start
community.
giving back to the community everything that I could in different ways. Education, or faithful with people, like we share the same faith. And then in my workplace as well. So try to help and retribute whatever I got in the past. Nowadays, I think I'm doing pretty well. I am living with the principles that I always had before, but found a place to fit them here too.
I see. It sounds like you did all that it takes to be involved in this community and be one of the American people, and it sounds like you succeeded. You learn their culture, you learn their ways, you learn their values and traditions. Did you mix your culture with the American culture, or you're just going to the American culture now in your life?
If I mix my culture
You
with
mix
them,
them. Like, for example, Thanksgiving. What would you do? Do you do like, I don't know, what do you do? Like sancocho? I don't know. Or you do turkey?
we do. Actually, Thanksgiving is not a holiday down in my country, but here my daughter is already engaged with an American young man, and his family also do the tradition. So when I am invited from them to share the holidays, I bring my Ecuadorian plate dishes,
Like what?
and I share with them too. So something that we do in Ecuador is every time we eat turkey, we do our special stuffing, which is sweet. It's different than the stuffing that you eat here. No? So I prepare my stuffing Ecuadorian styles. And also for Christmas, we have a breakfast, and I prepare a motepillo, which is a special dish in the Andes area for breakfast. They loved it. They enjoy it because they also love to learn and to try other cultures,
Nice.
food and traditions.
So, Maria, in Ecuador, of course, it's a different culture than here. Um, I'm a little curious about what were you doing in your culture as work, and how did you find a job easy in this country? What did you do? Did you try to continue in the same field, or did you try to find a new field?
In my country, I was a Spanish and literature teacher. And when I came here, I came with the same goal, of course. It took me a while because I didn't speak English fluently. Even now, my English is not
No
perfect,
worries
but
about that. You speak
but
more
as
than one language,
so
it's okay.
I'm conscious. But the thing is, I had to study to pass the test, get the certification also in this country.
The teacher's MTEL test.
Correct. So I did it. I achieved my certification, and I am able to continue in the same field that I did in Ecuador. So I am here also a Spanish teacher, but Spanish as a second language.
Wow. What's the difference between teaching in Ecuador and teaching in the United States? Like students wise, like administration wise, principal wise?
That's a very interesting question. I would say I always find beautiful people, people that are very supportive, people that are really willing to support my teaching style, I would say. So students, parents, colleagues, administrators, I have been lucky enough or blessed enough, I would say, because I believe in God and I always put everything I do on His hand for guiding me and for um, taking the best opportunities to honor Him. And all the time, I get this positive and good experience.
Nice. So you mean even when you're in the classroom, you mean the way you conducted your classroom in Ecuador, you were able to conduct it here and they accepted your way. That's what you meant when you said, I found people and they accept my teaching methodology. That's what you meant?
Yeah, most of all, they accept my culture. And I said within my classroom, this is my country. This is Ecuador
This is
because
home.
I teach. This
Yeah.
is home. Yeah, all my decorations in my classroom is related to my country, and my students knows that I give hugs, which is common in my culture, not here. So they give me hugs. We sing happy birthday in Spanish, or we play, we sing songs, we do many things that I also um, used to do in Ecuador with my students, organizing
nice.
projects, doing all the things, trying to keep them speaking Spanish all the time. I would say the curriculum is different because teaching Spanish and literature is teaching in Spanish to Spanish speakers.
Exactly.
It's like teaching English language arts up here.
Correct.
So the curriculum is different. But even though I do my best and my students are able to understand and to reach what I'm trying to say with a more simple language, but they are pretty good on that. They love the Spanish class, they love the atmosphere, the environment, and see.
Nice, nice. It sounds like a very positive experience.
Yes, for me.
You mentioned your daughter, growing in this country as a young child. Was it difficult for her or was it difficult for you? And how did you deal with, bringing up a child in the United States?
On that topic, I would say the difficulty I have was related to the daycare. Without not counting with, without family members. That in Ecuador usually you leave your kids with an aunt, with a grandmother, with a, I didn't have that opportunity, so that was a little bit difficult to deal while I was working and picking her up, or she has to go walk to the daycare that was close to the school. No? She went to 3 different districts because at the beginning I started living in one city, then I moved to a second city. But since I work in a third city, she was able to go elementary school to the first city, middle school to the second city, and high school to the city that I work for. So she ended up graduating from that high school. And
she was adapting.
She was adapting, and she had the opportunity to meet different people as well, and do different things, and
that enriched her life, huh?
Yes.
Good. So you mentioned that when you hear the word immigration, you think about change.
Yes.
And it sounds like you're a very adventurous woman, very determined, and you're a goal setter. So you're not like, oh, what do I have to do? You dealt with your immigration feelings. As you said in the beginning, you found a community that can supported you. So can you tell me what was the huge difference that make you feel like, wow, you were shocked when you came to this country? What was the first shock coming from Latin America, from Ecuador to the United States? What was the first thing that shocked you?
Weather. I come from the sea coast, the air, hot
The
weather.
Ecuador, the Ecuador.
Yeah, Ecuador has the Andes area, which is cold, but I am from Guayaquil, and it's hot weather.
Mm.
So when I came here in January 2005, mountains of snow were all over the places, and I have to wear a lot of, um,
A
coats,
big coat,
layers,
yeah,
and
layers, many layers,
to
yeah.
protect myself. And but at the beginning it was fun. My daughter was able to jump in the snow and play and do that. But with the time, that is something that is gonna making you feel like, okay, do I really believe here, or do I think that I will ended up believing here at some point? But with the time, I have to tell you, when my family asked me, how come you can live 17 years in that area with that weather? I said, you know what? The first impact was the snow and the cold. But then when the spring came in, and the summer and the fall, and the cycles of the four seasons keep going, that really renew my spirit, renew my illusions, like things that you have, plans that you have. The just the idea that, okay, spring is coming, I need to clean, I need to get rid of stuff that I don't use anymore, and I need to look for decoration with the colorful for the spring.
You look forward to this season.
Exactly.
It's not like in Ecuador, it's always hot.
Always
and
hot.
Nice.
So I said to my family, when you want to feel cold weather, you have to pack your luggage and go for a vacation 1 week or two to the Andes area or whatever you're looking for. However, here I don't pack. The weather come to me.
Exactly.
So what I do is I put away whatever I was using those 3 or 4 months, 3.5 months, and bring the new one.
I see.
To that.
So Maria, 2 more questions. What did immigration teach you? What did it teach you?
I would say that the most important lesson I've learned from immigration is people is the same everywhere.
People are the same.
People are the same everywhere. And with that in mind, the only thing that can change is the scenario.
Not your attitude?
I wouldn't say that my attitude should change if I go to another country, no.
Really?
I don't think so. I think that you are who you are, wherever you are. And with that in mind, being, in that premise,
mindset,
everything is gonna adapt to you at some point.
Yeah.
So I think I am the same person that came from Ecuador. I have been learning many lessons, of course, but I feel enriched.
Nice.
I think I gained a lot of this experience living in this country, meeting people that is very honest, valued, and loving and appreciative, and I think very supportive.
Nice. It wasn't very positive. So you mean, can we say that immigration gave you new wings or higher wings?
I would say higher wings.
Higher wings. Because I was gonna ask you what's the difference between Maria Garcia, the Ecuadorian lady, and Maria Garcia, the American lady, but I guess I got your answer. You're the same.
I am the same. And I can tell you, I keep in contact with all my family and friends in Ecuador thanks to the technology nowadays, with the Zoom and the Google and everything. And I feel them the same to me.
Really?
It's nothing like I have changed all after these 17 years that they feel like they cannot count on me or I cannot count on them. We still get being the same closest friends and family members.
It sounds like your family matters to you and you're a family person.
Absolutely.
And it sounds also like you keep contacting them on a daily basis, I can say?
Daily, yes, twice a day.
Really?
In the morning and in the evening, yes. We get connected. Now, of course, because in the past we did it once a day with my mom in the evenings. But my mom passed away almost a month ago,
I'm sorry to
March
hear
11th.
that. Yeah.
Thank you. And after that, and also we have some family members that have been facing health issues. So we are very close, and we pray for each of them in the morning and in the evening. So the beginning, the start of our day is praying as a
Wow.
family,
Wow.
and before going to bed is praying again.
Wow, that's awesome. It's a great support
That
to
is
feel.
that is the most important thing I should mention.
Wow.
The
Yeah.
presence of God in our lives, the community, the faith.
Yeah, makes
support that
everything easier.
Yes.
The heavy weight is lighter wherever we go.
Yes, and also thinking about the presence of Jesus in our lives and how we as a human being must be humble like him and accept other people and try to do your best in life to live what you think and what you believe.
I like what you're saying because some people they are believer, and we respect everybody whether they are believers or not, but they're self-centered. They talk about what happened to them as a person. But you're saying if I count on God, my faith will make the heavy load lighter. I think it's a different experience when you come with this mindset. God will make everything lighter, and He is my supporter. He's my
Absolutely.
vindicator. So I think you can bear the immigration better than somebody who's self-centered.
That could be for sure. But also, I think I bear the immigration's, I would say, sad sides or bad sides that many other people leave um, in a different way because I focus on it as an advantage.
Can you give us an example? For example, what are the bad things or like the sad side things of the immigration?
Oh, people that feel like they they are treating with disrespect, discriminated. They are victim of racism or look that they are lower than other
Second
people.
class citizen.
Exactly. If someone did that to me, I didn't realize because that was not inside of me. Like I am who I am, and I don't have to prove anything to anybody. If someone thinks that I am not like this or like that, I'm sorry for them because this is not me. And I am a humble person, and I think that all the gift that I've got from my Lord are the most important things in my life, and my family and my friends. And my friends here, I have a family of faith here that I really love.
Nice.
And I feel really, really happy with that.
If I ask you, would you go back to live the rest of your life in Ecuador or in the United States? What would you say?
Whatever God says.
So you're willing to do whatever as long as you feel like in your guts this is the right way to do. So you can adapt everywhere.
Absolutely. So there, of course, there are differences about the comfort you can have in this country, which sometimes you cannot have down in Ecuador.
What do you mean the comfort?
The comfort, I mean, like the opportunities perhaps to get things here is the opportunities are more than opportunities down in Ecuador. To get a new car or like vacations because you get more, you get paid better here than down in Ecuador. Those things can change, but the love, the closest friends, and the close everything like is related to what really matters to me. It's depends on the person. There are people that don't think about other people. They think about themselves and the luxury they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Is different. You know, that their perspective than my perspective.
I like that. Thank you. So, what is the last thing that you would like to say about the impact of immigration on you as a person and on your family?
The last thing that impact my life as immigration, I would say that the opportunity to reach goals
Mm-hmm.
and being focused on what I really wanted. I really wanted to become a teacher here as well, and I did it. And
Yay.
with that in mind, always um, use whatever you got to help to serve others too. And my family knows that they count on me, and I want really to, at the moment that my Lord calls me
Mm,
to His arms again,
mm.
I would say I was a good servant. I
Oh,
did good.
yeah. You wanted to be of service wherever you are. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a great thing, actually. So, since you mentioned teaching a few times in this interview, teaching sounds like something very dear to your heart. Um, People, when they hear about teaching in the United States, they wanted to know if the students in the United States act the same way as in the country of origin. Is that true? Tell us a little bit about the student in Ecuador and the student in the United States. You, as a teacher, what was your experience?
I would say they are the same. They are the same. So perhaps um, they are kids and they deserve attention. They deserve kindness. They deserve professionalism. Um, I don't know lately what happened in the schools in Ecuador because I have been living here 17 years.
Mm-hmm.
But the school that I left, the students that I left in 2005, comparatively with the students here, they were not different. Perhaps at the beginning, in my first job, I had students who were um, a little bit
Challenging.
challenging in the way that they lost a previous teacher
Mm-hmm.
before the school hired me,
Mm-hmm.
and they want me to do exactly the same as the previous teacher used to do.
Mm.
And they were challenging me, daring me to, claiming, you're not like this teacher, you're not like this teacher, you're not this
That
teacher.
must have been hard on you.
Yeah, the first month was tough, but after that month I said, okay, that's it. I put all my stuff aside. I say, I need to talk to you directly, and I need you to be honest to me. um, I have to tell you that I respect you tremendously, and I never compare you with my students in Ecuador. My students in Ecuador never did something like that. They never claimed this or that I should change because they wanted. They were very respectful to me. And I never told you that you are not like my students.
Mm.
So I think it's kind of rude from you to tell me that you want me to be like your previous teacher,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So I don't know that teacher, and I wish the teacher to have success wherever he is or whatever he does, but this is not me.
Mm-hmm.
So as the way that I can adapt my teaching to you, which are not my previous students, I think you need to grow a little bit, gain some maturity, and accept me the way that I
And
teach
appreciate what
and
I'm.
appreciate. So
Wow,
then
that
at
seems
the end
really.
of that class, I had out of 23 students, perhaps 12 of them stand up and didn't leave the room until approached to me and
Oh.
express their apologies and
Oh.
say, you're right, we're gonna do that. And
Mm.
that And that's what I mean. The students are the same.
Are the same because you're a well-rounded person and you understand what it means growing. Like their hormones are changing, the teenagers, it's a big thing to them,
And I think if you open your heart and you say honestly what you feel, what you think to them, they are able to understand and get it. It doesn't matter what country you are, you know? And if there is a change of culture, for instance, I told them, as you pass this door and enter in my classroom, you enter to Ecuador. So whatever happens here is gonna be like in Ecuador.
Oh,
So
that's
and
exciting.
they accept that. So
That's
there is the
awesome.
time of immersion in Ecuador and in the
That's
language.
nice.
Yes.
Well, we're gonna end up on this beautiful and happy notes, and we would like to wish you a great day. And we were really lucky to listen to you and know a little bit about your experience. Thank you, Maria Garcia.
Thank you so much, Amalhar. I love you.
Love you too.